Hi friends, welcome back to Joe Educare.
In this video, I have explained the problems on single-phase transformer. Let's get into the video. The problem is about to find the number of turns on the primary and secondary side of a 440/230 volt 50 Hz single-phase transformer if the net area of cross-section of the core is 30 centimeter square and the flux density is 1 Weber per meter square. So they are telling to find number of turns on the primary and secondary side. So number of turns we know. So we'll write what to find. Number of turns on the primary and secondary side, that is N1 and N2, which represents primary and secondary number of turns. Now we will write what is given. So they have mentioned here 440 or 230 volt. It means they have given the value for voltage, that is induced EMF. Whenever they give 440/230 volt, it means this is the value for induced EMF. This will be primary induced EMF. The second one will be secondary induced EMF. So we'll write down E1, which is given as 440 volt. E2 is given as 230 volt. Apart from this, 50 Hz is given. Hz is nothing but unit for frequency. So frequency value is given as 50 Hz. And after that, area is given as 30 centimeter square. Then flux density is given. Flux density is nothing but is represented by B, which is given as 1 Weber per meter square. So this is what they have given. We need to find out number of turns in primary and secondary winding. First we will write down the formula which we have studied in transformer chapter. We know that ratio formula which we have studied, E2 divided by E1 is equal to N2 divided by N1 is equal to I1 divided by I2. Second one, we know that Emf equation formula which we have derived, 4.44 phi m. So this was the EMF equation formula for primary induced EMF. Secondary induced EMF, if I want to write the formula, will be just write down the formula. Now we'll see which formula to be used to find out number of turns. Now you can see the ratio formula. If I want to write this formula, E2 divided by E1 is equal to N2 divided by N1. I will take the ratio between induced EMF and number of turns. Now can I use this formula to find out number of turns? You can just see E2 is given. Induced EMF in the primary winding is also given E1, but N2 and N1 is not given. So therefore I cannot use this formula at this moment. So now I'm going to just check one more formula. For E1, you know there is one more formula, induced EMF formula. I will just write down the formula. So E1 is equal to 4.44 phi m F N1. So now from this formula can I find out N1 or N2? You can just see here E1 is given, 4.44 is just a number, frequency is given. Now N1 is unknown. Before that, here flux is not given, maximum flux phi m is not given in the problem. So how to find out maximum flux? If I want to find out N1 from this formula, I don't have any other formula to find out number of turns. This was the first formula which was not able to use. So what I'm going to do is, now before using this formula to find out number of turns, I need to find out flux. So is there any formula which has flux? You can just see here from the question, they have given area and flux density. So is there any formula for flux which has area and flux density? You know that flux density is nothing but flux divided by area. So if I want to find out maximum flux, this will be maximum flux density, this will be maximum flux. Now if I rearrange this, phi m is equal to flux density into area. This is what I will get. Now flux density is given as 1 Weber per meter square, area is given as 30 centimeter square. So before substituting here in this formula, you can just see the unit for flux density, that is meter square. When I substitute area in this formula, this is in centimeter square. I need to convert this to meter square. So how to convert centimeter into meter? You know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So now I need to convert centimeter square. So 1 centimeter square is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. So when I convert area 30 centimeter square to meter square, area will be 30 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Now we have to substitute in this formula. So phi m is equal to flux density is 1 into area which we have converted 30 into 10 raised to minus 4. So flux which is equal to, when I simplify 30 into 10 raised to minus 4, the unit for flux is Weber. Now I will substitute this in this formula. So before substituting, I will just rearrange this formula. I need to find out N1. So N1 is equal to, when I rearrange, I will get the formula as E1 divided by 4.44 phi m F. So now N1 is equal to, E1 is given as 440 volt divided by 4.44 into phi m is 30 into 10 raised to minus 4 into frequency is given 50. So when I simplify this, I'll get the answer as 660.66. Here one more thing you need to remember is the number of turns will be whole number. You're getting in decimal. This is nothing but you need to write down the whole number. So next highest number will be 661. The unit will be turns. So the number of turns in the primary winding will be 661 turns. After finding number of turns in the primary side, next I will find out number of turns in the secondary winding. So to find number of turns in the secondary winding, I can use this ratio formula which we had written earlier, E2 divided by E1 is equal to N2 divided by N1, because E2 and E1 is given in the problem. N1 we have found out the answer. So the unknown thing is only N2. So I can rearrange this for N2. So if I rearrange for N2, I can write this ratio formula as E2 into N1 divided by E1. Just cross multiply and simplify this and write down the equation. So you will get this formula for N2. So I'll substitute all the values. E2 is given as 230 into N1 we have found out as 661 divided by E1 is also given 440 volt. So when I simplify this, I will get the answer as 345.52. As I told earlier, number of turns has to be written as whole number. So I need to round it off. So 346, next highest number will be 346 and unit will be in turns.
Bible verse to meditate on.
Check out other videos in my channel regarding Basic Electrical and Diploma Mathematics 1. Please support this channel by subscribing to Joe Educare and click on the bell button to get the notification regarding new videos. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.